Happy birthday, Suge! So you all, Suge's birthday, April 19th. Happy birthday, Suge! So just celebrating Suge's birthday, which I think is just such a blessing. All the things that Suge has done. One, that he's still alive. That's a blessing. The Suge is still alive. Unfortunately this year, oh my gosh, not just this year, but last year, especially with COVID, a lot of people have passed on, so happy birthday, Suge Knight. I just think about the different blessings that Suge has done for so many people. Just a lot of blessings for so many people. It's just a blessing. You think back when they did the music, when he was doing, he started out as a body, well, actually, he started educated man. Very smart man, very, very smart man. Let's not forget his schooling, graduating, and then college, and then, so very smart, very intelligent, in the field of security, and then moving from the field of security to moving on in the industry, to then climbing up in the industry, being one of the top persons in the industry, or the top at a period of time. You know what I'm saying? So still top with the knowledge that he has, and could, start a company and do what needs to be done just like that. You know what I'm saying? Given resources needed and different things of the sort like that, or even without no resources. Because they didn't have a lot of resources then when he created the different companies that they started out with and created then. But when you just look at it, it's just such a blessing. And then you look at him now, alive, healthy, whole. That was a perfect obviously, especially as you get older, sometimes you get a little different things sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But, mind still good, still doing good, still knowing what's what, still trying to help folks. He always cares about the kids. He's always concerned about the contracts with people. He keeps up with everything. Suge is everywhere. I always like to say Suge is everywhere. Suge is everywhere. And, so, he keeps up with the industry of knowing who's what and who's getting what type of contracts. That's why I said sometimes when they put Suge down in the past, these bad contracts that folks are getting now. Really, I just encourage people to go independent if you can. Because this mess out here, is ridiculous. But again, just happy birthday to Suge. Because, I just think that's just such a blessing in all the things that he has done, and that he's doing, because I don't, you have to watch my other video where I talked about Suge, because then I want to, I tell people, watch just holding him to things in the past. But now we do, just like we do other people, want to continue to uplift him for all those great things that he has given to society all throughout his life. Even right now, with him being alive, he's still giving to us society. He's still giving to us because he's still talking about the different contracts. He's still, a person get advice from him, can let him know the game. Suge is very, very smart and has only gotten smarter and stronger. So for those of you that had hoped to just wipe him off the face of the earth, it's not working. It's not working at all. Happy birthday, Suge. Suge is like, I'm getting stronger with each year and more knowledgeable. And so, but let's say Genesis 50, verse 20 in the Bible, what they meant for evil, God will turn around for good. So Suge has... Man, he just, the thing Suge did in the entertainment industry, people are still using that same model today. There are a lot of people out here that wouldn't be who they are right now if it was not for Suge Knight. Sure, after a while, folks got on their own and started doing, other different stuff on their own, and that's cool. But how they got their start was through Suge. Suge Knight helped them get their start. What they say, he saved Dre from getting 2 pennies a song. You know, he saved a lot of other folks. You might be one of the ones he saved who's watching this. I know these videos go everywhere. You know, so that's why I always tell people, especially around the time of his birthday, post something good. Post something good. One of your good interactions with Suge. You know, as all these people just keep, oh, Suge did this and Suge, you know, and trying to be negative. You know, for me, I've had positive interactions with Suge. And so to me, he can't be all that negative what people try to make him out to be. Because usually a person that's just such a bad person, they're bad all the time. They don't really have not a good encounters with no one. So on your birthday, happy birthday, Suge. And I know that you're getting stronger and wiser and probably helping people now from jail. You know, helping people in jail. Talking to people, doing the videos, doing the, you know, just, you know, staying in touch. And I encourage you, stay in touch with folks. Stay getting your stuff out there. You know, you can't listen to these folks who are trying to do all this negative. And the same folks who are trying to talk about negative with Suge, the same folks out here doing all these bad contracts and killing folks off, insurance monies and all the other reasons they're killing folks off. You know what I'm saying? Out here. That's why I'm always like, you have to watch when you ride that bandwagon of trying to say negative stuff about Suge. And you ain't even ever met him. You ain't been around him. You don't know if the story you heard was true or not, or somebody just lied. Or maybe that person was doing something bad to Suge. But again, we're celebrating his birthday, so I'm not really just diving on that. But sometimes I find myself feeling the need to bring certain things like that up. Because unfortunately, some people, you know, want, oh my gosh, Suge, happy birthday. You know, how dare you? As the kids go. Now, they've been wearing them long nails. I only get trying to scratch myself. But, you know. How dare you? You know what I'm saying? With your not treating folks right self. With your bad giving out contract self. I'm going to talk about Suge. Oh my goodness. So happy birthday, Suge. And what I want you all to do is, you know, post all kind of good things about Suge. All kind of great encounters. How Suge helped you, because Suge has helped a lot of people in this industry. Suge has helped a lot of people in this industry. A lot of people. Today, people are living and eating off of what Suge did. And now I know the new thing is, you know, different folks want to claim death row. Well, we all know, regardless of what folks say, who did the work. So anyway, we have watched Suge and have so many testimonies of the work that Suge did to get Death Row Records to the heighten of where it got. Could that have been done without Suge? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Because you got to understand, Suge is smart. So Suge deals with the contracts, then he deals with the people. Then he deals with the promotion, when to put something out, how to put something out. Suge was dealing with the whole thing. You know, a lot of time at record labels, you got different folks doing different, you know, tasks, and the other folks don't know how to do the other. The promotion folks don't know how to do the A&R. The A&R folks don't know how to do the promotion. The A&R folks don't know how to do the legal, and the legal don't know how to do the A&R. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is you have different divisions. And people are good at their part, but they couldn't do the whole. And now you think about it, Suge Knight was doing the whole. He was doing it all. Successfully. And not only did he do Death Row, before Death Row, they had another label. And then even after Death Row, they had The Row, and then they had Black Capital, and then Suge's done films. I mean, it's just all kind of stuff that Suge Knight has done and continuously to do to help people. You know, all the way until this fiasco of them locking him up. Basically, I feel because they was mad because they couldn't kill him. You know, they constantly tried to kill Suge. And it just was not working. But you know, that's where God's hand is on Suge. I don't care what you, God's hand is on Suge. Suge has experienced some stuff and has survived some stuff. Even when you look at him and Tupac in the car and the bullets fly. They could have killed Suge just as well as they could kill Tupac, as they say. Because I know some of y'all out there is like, Tupac is not there. I don't know. I was not there. I do not know. So as you'll know, with some of my videos, I write off of and they may talk about what they have presented us. But you always know that there tends to be, let's say like COVID is coming out with different variants. Like COVID is like a producer. This variant, that variant. You know, COVID coming out with the singles, the hits, that's hitting. I'm a comedian, I'm sorry, man. That's what COVID is doing. It's coming out with its different variants. You know, like somebody, the new CD coming out. But anyway, so there's different variants to stories. But anyway, Suge Knight, happy birthday, Suge Knight, is what this one is all about, and celebrating the life of Suge Knight. So as we celebrate the life of Suge Knight, we're looking at how many times they've tried to kill Suge Knight off, but it has not worked because God's hands is on the life of Suge Knight. Because there are so many great things Suge Knight has done, so many great things he will do, so many great things he is doing right now in the life of his children, in the life of his family, in the life of the many different people in his family, from the children's mothers, the fiance, to everyone that's in the life, you know. You always got to remember, we start with the family. Oh, that's great to be on top of the world out there, but you also want to start with family. And Suge has always been a family person. He's always been one to help make sure that the family is together, as well as everything else he's doing, charting and topping the charts and getting artists and doing all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Businesses and films and all this other stuff. Management. Suge did the management. Publishing. So happy birthday. Or if I would say, my Marilyn Monroe, happy birthday. Suge Knight. And I want you all to celebrate Suge. Because regardless of what you may hear out there, we know what Suge done. We see what Suge does. And them trying to kill him and lock him up, God's hands is on Suge. He's still living. He's still happy. Because Suge's not going to let nothing steal his joy. And Suge knows God. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's one of the things that just keeps him going. Oh, my gosh, through the court procedures, Suge was able to still smile and laugh. And here is his life on the line. I'm sometime in the courtroom crying. I'm booing. I'm like, oh, they doing this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my gosh. But he would make me. Okay. Because it's him going through it. So if he can still find a sense of joy and still be strong, let me be strong. Let me try to be strong for him. Happy birthday, Suge. We celebrate your life. And not just past things, but now. Because now you are still blessing people with your word. You bless me every day with your word when I think about your strength. When I think about how even though people continue to try to come at you, you have no fear. And you still keep your joy and you still keep your peace. Happy to see your kids, happy with family, happy with fiance, happy. Happy, having that none of this stuff. None of this stuff. Take your happiness. We can learn a lot from Suge, y'all. We can learn a lot from Suge. I'm telling y'all. We can learn a lot from Suge. So happy birthday, Suge. Enjoy your birthday. And we're going to celebrate you. We celebrate Suge Knight. We celebrate you. Just think, when you think about the movie It's a Wonderful Life, and the movie It's a Wonderful Life talked about, it shows a piece in there that if he had not been born, oh my gosh, if we think about, if it was like a Wonderful Life movie type of Suge, if Suge had not been born, oh my God, it would be so many people we would not know on a mass level right now. Because if it was not for Suge, they would not have been known. The world would have never knew their name. Suge stands up for people. So that's why I feel like it's time that we stand up for him. We have to keep standing up for Suge. And sometimes I go online, I'm looking at the different information. Outside of the people being paid to do these videos trying to demonize Suge or trying to tear down Suge and being paid for their services. But the many posts where people are, man, we need Suge Knight right now. I'm like, oh, they recognize, they know, they see how Suge Knight stands up for people. How Suge Knight helped to make sure people, especially Black people, were treated right, were presented with the fair, equitable contracts like other folks were. It's such a blessing in everything that Suge has done. Just a blessing. Just thank you, Suge. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I must have to talk about the mothers. Still haven't seen a rapper do this yet. Or at least the level, because you may not do it the same thing in this area out here in Hollywood, but just the same level where Suge took Black women. I'm sure it was other races too he involved, because Suge is very diverse. He loves everybody just like I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I speak out about the injustices done to us as Black people, but most definitely I love everybody. But the point of taking Black women from impoverished areas and taking their children to Beverly Hills to celebrate them for Mother's Day. So Beverly Hills, will say, to an area that was very affluent with lots of money. So again, rappers, you don't have to be a rapper. Any of y'all can still do this. You know what I'm saying? I don't really hear this being done. You know what I'm saying? So whatever in your town is the more affluent area, just to show them nicely. Not that money makes a difference, but at the same time, we're talking about showing them that you value them. I value you as a mother, Black mother. And then we have Mother's Day coming up. I value you as a Black mother, as a Black single mother, trying to make it every day. I value you so much, I'm going to take you and I'm going to take your kids. I'm going to take y'all, I'm having an event where y'all going to have a nice dinner in a wealthy area, in a wealthy place. I'm going to treat you all like royalty. Have a nice performance. Tupac performed at one performance. Who has done that? And the love that Suge has expressed and showed for the Black woman, for Black women. Honoring his mother, loving his mother, showing that love towards his mother. And they even tried to mess with that, but again, it takes me to the, my boo. I want to just, in tears and cry because I'm like, how sad. That even when Suge's mom passed away, in the midst of all this mess, they took Suge through. Unnecessary mess because people were attacking him and trying to kill him. And you turn around and blame him. And then while you got him, you're going to start then blaming him for all kind of other stuff. Then you're going to give him all these years. For what? But they didn't even let him go to his mom's funeral. And I have to say, I was blessed. I got a chance to meet his mom. Very nice. Very, very nice woman. Very nice woman. Beautiful. Very beautiful woman. But those are the things they try to do to mess with you, But as much as they try to mess with Suge, they're not breaking Suge Knight. So Suge, we celebrate you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And I really believe that everything that Suge has had to experience, the negativity that people have tried to put on him, that he is, all the blessings are going to come, he's going to get all the blessings, just overflow of blessings for everything he's had to endure and the challenges. No one's perfect. None of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. And what amazes me when it comes to Suge is that some of the people who are, I want to say, there's no such thing, the most imperfect when it comes to this record industry, this entertainment industry, they in it and they the most imperfect. Are the key ones that like to pour on the suspicion about Suge and say these negative things about. But even that's starting to pull back the covers. Again, as I look at this social media and different things at times, I will see where people are like, well, wait a minute now. They talking about Suge. This person just, it's coming out, huh? She'll try to tell you. But you didn't listen. Ears closed. Because you were letting the mainstream and that little group that like to control everything, that since they could not control Suge, then they wanted to mess with his money. And then they wanted to mess with his image. So in hopes, they hoped if they tore down his image and messed with his money, that then people wouldn't want to work with him. But guess what? There's always people that will work with Suge Knight. Always. Always. Truth see truth. In talking about Suge and telling Suge happy birthday, it's a sense of peace. It's a sense of peace because maybe I'm channeling in the peace that Suge has. Because when you're around him, there's a sense of peace that you get. It's a sense of peace. And I say like that because you know how sometimes you can apply this maybe to other people too, that, you can be hyped up, and you're around a person that's just so, their spirit is so calming. That even if you were hyped up about something, their spirit just, And to me, that's how Suge is. In the midst of everything people try to do to him and say about him, he's at peace. He has a calming spirit. He says what he needs to say. He does what he needs to do, as he should. But there's a sense of peace. And this peace, as he says, comes from God. Because he knows God see everything. God watch him. God gonna bless him. God gonna keep him. And you all know I'm an evangelist, speaking that word of God. I'm a Christian. Oh yes, I believe in the word of God. God is in control. When folks get finished doing what they feel they big and bad enough to do, God has the last say. So happy birthday, Suge. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Wishing you well. Which I know you well. I know you're strong. I know you're smart. Enjoying your family. Enjoying the peace. Enjoying being and enjoying. And really, isn't that like an ultimate that we all need to experience? Not getting so caught up on, the fame, the money, the this, the that. But being content with ourselves, being happy, being at peace with our relationship with God in our life, and enjoying our family and the loved ones around us. Enjoying and being. Suge, bless his heart, is alive at peace. And that's a blessing, because some people got to die to get peace. But Suge is alive in that peace. Hallelujah. That's a blessing. That's something we all will want to aspire to get to. Hey, life is what it is. We do. We learn. We live. And we keep living. And so, happy birthday, Suge. Happy birthday. I'm your girl, Michelle Hope Walker. There are many other videos where I talk about Suge Knight and discuss different things with Suge. I am in support of Suge. So if you haven't figured it out by now, surprise. No, look. Y'all know Kimmy has this great personality. But for real, I'm in support of Suge. The times I've been around Suge, I get nothing but encouragement and a good feeling, a good vibe. And I really feel there's been some injustice done to him. Now again, for you all that have your own stories or your own, I'm like, I'm not taking away from anything of what experience you have had. I'm not, this is my video. Sometimes you have to remind people that on social media. So, but why did you say this? And why did, excuse me, this is my video. I talk about what I want to talk about. Do your own video. Oh, so happy birthday, Suge Knight. So I'm a supporter, but you can go to YouTube, Michelle Hope Walker Speaks, and you'll see many other videos about Suge Knight. On his birthday, I try to share even the older ones and your happy birthday Suge, and just put them out there where people can, because I've always felt there need to be another side out there in this social media about Suge Knight versus the side of, people just want to be brainwashed, all this negativity, and that's all they want to relate, with. And I am happy about, and I'm hoping that it continues, that on Suge Knight's birthday, though, there will be lots of news articles and lots of positive social media talking about the impact that Suge has made and is making in this industry and in life as a whole. So I'm always happy to see that. I'm always very happy to see that, because I'm like, okay, they get it right. Because no matter what people talk about, no matter who says they own Death Row Records or whatever the case might be, Suge did the work. And Suge is the person for why people are where they are right now, in these blessed positions, with this money and with this fame. Suge has blessed many people. So, I mean, you can word it however you want to word it. But the truth is still the truth. You know what I'm saying? Somebody try to tell you an apple is black and you're like, no, it's red. It's red or green or maybe yellow, but it's not black. It's red, green, or an apple is. All right, so I'm your girl, Michelle Hope Walker. Happy birthday, Suge Knight. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. And then when we do the remix, it's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. We're going to, hey, 50, hey. All right, y'all. So God bless. Happy birthday, Suge Knight. On social media, put out all your happy birthday wishes to Suge Knight. Thank you, Suge Knight, for your life. We thank God for you, and we continue to look for just great things from you, and we just thank God for you, Suge Knight. Happy birthday.